right, good morning. Good morning again. We are about to start our oral presentations about conversations, and this time we have decided to present something which is more common. We have talked about expectations, but there are common expectations in English, which is different from the regular English that comes through books, just in books. So we decided to do a presentation on those. And if you are going to be speaking, if you're gonna speak, which is about the same, then normally speaking, commonly speaking, brings these reality expectations. So you had an investigation, you had to do some research and prepare these PowerPoint presentations. I just want to remind you that you are supposed to present in about 2 to 3 minutes, which is fine because we don't want to put much pressure on you. We remember that you become nervous. Everybody becomes nervous when it's going to present something. And so you should be good in just about 2 minutes. That's good. So I'm going to repeat the order. It's going to be Maria, Alex, Connie, Carmen, Gaby, and Gilberto. Is that good? All right. So Maria, can you show yourself? I saw you before. I thought that you were there. Hi.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. Yeah, you're there. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead, Maria, whenever you're ready. Good.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Next.
Good morning.
English conversation inspections, real inspections.
Did it change? Yeah. Oh, we have a robot.
Consonants and volumes. You can do this by remembering that when one word finished with a consonant sound and the next begins with a volume sound, then two words will link together with the final consonant sound on the first word behaving like a bridge. For example, when people are talking in English, they say come on in. And the truth is that the words are come on in. The other example is turn off. They don't say the and of turn off, turn off. That's my example.
Good. Turn off.
Next.
There you go. Good.
Why is sometimes a volume? What is special to the about the letter Y? Is that it can represent both kinds of speech sounds depending on its position on the letters pouring in the word. This letter sometimes can be like a consonant and a vowel. It depends about some rules that Y is considered to be volume if the word has no other volume. For example, in the word Y, Jim doesn't have another volume, and the word mine. The letter is at the end of the word of the syllable or syllable. Candy, Danny. The Y is at the end in those words, and the letter is at the middle of a syllable. System. Right here, if you guys separate the word system in two syllables, sys is the first syllable and the Y is at the middle.
Mm-hmm. System. Okay.
System. D and Y combination. This rule is about the ending D and Y. In native English, people use combination of these letters making a sound of J, Joe. For example, so did you guys? And they say, so you guys. Another example is, did you say that? Did you see that? You see that? They make it sound like J with a D and Y.
Yo.
J.
Hurry up. You are already in the limit of the time.
Oh. D and I combination. When we're finished with the letter D and the next word starts with the letter H or I, those words are in a combination with no gap between. Example, how is it to hold him? How is it to hold him?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the most thing that speakers in English do. They use contractions. And for example, it is, it's, they are, there, and should not, shouldn't.
It is, there, shouldn't.
And the next. Native speakers don't pronounce clearly some of the words. That's because they speak very fast, but that is the way they understand each other's. For example, inside of give me, they said gimme. Inside of going to, gonna.
Good. Very good. Very good. Any questions? I'm gonna wait for to give feedback to you because I want to listen to everybody. But do we have questions from the people here?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
No. You're like, no, there's no real, not really. Okay, so going back to that, I'm gonna go and look for, whom am I looking for? There's gonna be Alex. Alex should be at the beginning over here. No. Francisco Alejandro. There you go. Alex. So we give the chance to the internet to download it. Oh, I have corrected this one. I have to say it. I have mentioned this before. Matter. It's not matter. Matter is about materia, which is a chemical thing, which is a chemical elements and stuff. So it's like, no.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, I've seen this one before, so that's what I'm making the point. Okay. Because yes. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The next.
Oh, so you're not gonna say who you are and stuff like that? Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Alejandro Banda, and this is my presentation.
Yes.
Next.
Yeah.
English conversation, real life English. In the colloquial English, it's very normal to use contraction, which are simple words that the natives use to expand communication. So the construction are then used in native English but are considered informal. For example, use the gonna. Gonna is a short way of saying going to. So gonna refers to future plan. Example, I gonna go to Mary's house for lunch. Are you gonna have a party on your birthday? Not now, but in the future.
Okay.
Next.
Going to.
Example 2, using the one. One is a short form of want to and also of want a, meaning that it used with both a verb, and the noun. For example, you want a beer? Do you want a beer? You want a cup of coffee? I want a cup of coffee. Another example is the song Here You Wanna Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. Example 2, using the gota. Finally, gota is a short form of have got to, have to do you something, or have got possessive. This is used to speak of possession and also of obligation. For example, I gotta go, I be gotta to go. You got a cigarette? Have you got a cigarette? Next.
Okay.
Now, how to start a conversation with a native speaker? Bueno, I had two tips. Tip 1, be friendly. Smile and enjoy the experience. Number 2, you need relax. It's very important. Number 3, don't be too serious or have serious expression. And finally, talk to the people like you talk to the friend. Two, abuse closed little question. Don't close the conversation. Abuse question that can be answered with a yes or no. Use open cycling question to keep the conversation going. For example, do you like spaghetti? Yes or no, and the conversation ends. Or how often do you eat Italian food, and the conversation continues? Finish.
All right. Good. 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 Any questions or participations from the group?
I like how you write the date.
He's very good in design, right?
Thanks.
Really, really good.
Yes.
Every time Alejandro doesn't disappoint us with all of the design of it. So Connie is next one, right? Connie was number 2.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm gonna look for yours. Just give me a second. I gotta go from the start. Concepción. Which go ahead, Connie. Oh, now we see you, Connie. Hi. Let me just,
Yes.
just zoom out.
I'm a little nervous.
You'll be fine. Glossophobia shouldn't be present. Remember that we studied that before? It's only 7 people here, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can I start?
Sure.
Okay. Conversation expectations. Next. For today's homework, we have 5 examples about real expectations. They're commonly used by native English speakers as they are a more informal way of speaking. In this way, a faster way of speaking is achieved. Next. The first one is I'm. It is used instead I am going to. There is gonna to instead going to, but I'm is a faster way to say it. It can be written like I'm with the apostrophe or I'm with the apostrophe too, but without the double M. For example, I'ma get myself a drink, or I'ma call you later. Next. Gimme. It is a short form of give me. For example, just give me the keys and I'll let him go. Come here, give me a hand with this, will ya? So we have yeah too. Here appears yeah instead you. It is frequently used. For example, I love ya, got ya, need ya. Next. Gotcha comes from Gaia, which in turn comes from got you. Here the U change as it generally sounds like yeah because it happens when we speak very fast. And gotcha, this happens because the T near the Y sounds like ch. So instead say something like got ya, they say gotcha. For example, I gotcha, you didn't do what I asked. Sorry. Next. Do know. Do know is something used in written English to represent an informal way of saying I don't know. If we say I don't know in a fast way, sounds exactly like I do know. I do know. For example, I don't know how, but they found me. I don't know what are you saying. Thank you. That's all.
Good, good. Any participations? Does the group have to say something? Hello?
Nope. Nope.
No. Everybody's like, no,
Very
we're
good,
good. We're good. Then Carlos, I cannot hear you. I don't know if you're going to present something. I didn't receive your presentation on the platform, so no. Can you manifest yourself? Carlos, at once. Carlos, at twice. Carlos. There goes your opportunity. There goes Carmen, right?
Yep.
So let me project your presentation. Yes. So we'll look for Carmen here. Agustín, Concepción, Carmen, Isela. So let's wait
That's
for it.
me.
It comes here, Carmen. Oh, another suggestion here. Names that are already registered, they don't change. So you don't need to change them to another language. They will be Universidad de la Sierra. I mean,
Okay.
real names like that.
Okay.
It's fine, but just a recommendation for that. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Good morning.
Morning.
The subject is English conversation expectations. That's a topic. And the subject is English conversation seminar 1.
Okay.
Professor Dinora Monroy Melendez. Okay. And we're gonna start with gotcha. That's an example of an expectation. Okay, the example of that is you need to finish that report by 5 o'clock p.m. tonight. Gotcha. Okay, that's the answer that okay. How does it say? Okay, it means that I understand. It's the same like gotcha, I understand. And gotcha is the short way of got you. Got you.
Good.
Okay, next one, please. Gonna. Example. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna play soccer. I'm gonna go to work. Gonna, it's a short way of going to. It means intending to do something in the future. My classmate Alejandro, he has the same examples as I know. Not the 5, but most of them.
Okay.
One
fine.
example. I want a cup of coffee. I just want to play music and talk about music. We really want to see those fingers. Like the professor is doing. I want a cup of coffee. It's a short way of want to. And it means to feel a need or a desire for. That's the meaning of want or want to. The next one, please. Okay, this is a new one. I haven't seen in the presentations of my other classmates. Kinda. Examples are, but I think you kinda like me too. It gets kinda crazy around here, doesn't it? It's kinda cold outside. Kind of means, okay, it's a short way of kinda. And it means used when you are trying to explain or describe something, but you cannot be exact. In Spanish would be like más o menos. I think so.
But you're translating. Okay.
I know. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Mario was talking about that. It's a short way too of you've gotta be kidding me. I've gotta try hard at school. Have got to. It's the long way of must be.
You must be. All right. Good. Any questions, everyone?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Good examples. Then comes Gabi. Get ready, Gabriela. Diana. Ramón, Carnael, María, Ana María, Benjamín, Francisco, Gilberto, Juan Pedro, Vale, Gabriela. Find you. I found ya.
Here we go.
It's okay. No claustrophobia. That's fine.
Uh, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Today, I will talk about the examples of conversation expectations. American speakers. Next.
Yeah.
Okay. American speakers always do contractions in their conversations. An example of this is, did you? They contract like you and sounds you. These contractions can be used in questions about the past, as can be seen using did. For example, do you see that? Do you know that? You smile today? Next. Another very common thing among native speakers is to eliminate the H in the pronunciation of the function words that begin with that letter, like him, her, his. Use it in situations like kiss her to kiss her, give him to give him, or in sentences like the rest of his life. Next. Now, next example I'll give you is the letter Y. Something that I personally didn't know as such is that this letter acts as a consonant and as a vowel. The first occurs when the words or syllables begin with Y, and the second when it is in the middle or end of the word or syllable, in situations like yard or beyond. And the second situation is candy and bicycle. Next. Something that American people do, and it confuses us, is that they speak very fast. So they makes it sound like the words are shorted, like running sounds running, and second sounds like second. And finally, the last thing I chose is the alphabet. Um, in English, there are 26 letters. However, it has 44 sounds. For example, the letter I has long sound, for example, in words like feet, or short sound in words like hit. Do you know the difference?
Yeah.
And the letter
Yeah, we
A
do.
changes sound in different words like make or apple. And that's it. Thank you.
True. Very good. Like that you included that one. Very good. Thanks a lot. Any questions? No questions? Everybody's like, nah, that's fine. Then last but not least, Gilberto, let us find your PowerPoint. Gilberto, where are you? Oh, another Halloween. Alejandro and Gilberto decided to show your Halloween spirit. Teacher. It's a professor. I'm just reminding you.
Professor, I think that Gilberto left the class.
Oh, he left? Okay, let us see. Maybe he had some problems with his presentation. Let me see. Alex, I've done something before with another class, so I'm just gonna see if he can answer. Because Carlos already said that he didn't have his presentation, so I was gonna give him a chance, but no. Then I'm gonna call Gilberto, and if he can answer through the phone, he can present. I like to give opportunities. So which one is the number? Oh, the new number. Let us see if he answers the phone. He could probably present through the phone. He's coming. Let me see if he answers or if he is going to present through. Ooh, that was in Spanish.
Sorry, I have a problem with my internet.
Yeah, that's fine. I was giving you a call. So if you had problems with internet, you could present through the phone, but it's fine. You got back. All right. So I'm going to share your PowerPoint slides again, which are like Halloween stuff. Oh, and Gilberto, I was telling the people, it's not teacher, it's professor.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I don't think I can be the another presentation, but let's do it.
Ooh.
Okay. Native speaker regular use the contraction of the word that we don't understand the reference. The big example is gonna. Gonna is equal to going to. Gonna, it is the informal contraction of the form of future going to. It is used to talking about future plan and intention. Example, she is gonna buy a book tomorrow. I am gonna play the guitar on Saturday. I am gonna call you back. Next is wanna. Wanna is equal to want or wants to. Wanna, it is used only from the pronouns I, you, we, and they. Not used with another pronouns. Example, I wanna buy a new sofa. I don't wanna go to the park again. Do you wanna buy a science t-shirt? And oh, professor. The difference is the one I using the informal context. I want to is it uses the former sentence of presentation. The next is gotta. Gotta is equal to have good to. Thus, it is used to talking about possession and obligation. To know the to know what he is referring to, do you need to know the context and the sentence? Example, I'm gonna get my groceries before they close the shop. You gotta tell him the truth. We have gotta be at the airport before 5 p.m. The next, the next is Dana, Duno. This example is using to omit the I don't know for the words easier to pronounce. Example, where my case, I don't know, but they can't have come far. What do you fancy to dinner, Isabel? I don't know. Sushi, pizza, I am easy. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. And finally, is skin. This is example is the must know the with the famous sentence "Give me five." Example: Give me a minute. I need to phone my sister. Can you give me a hand, darling?
Okay.
Just give me your email address and I will send you the details. Uh, thank you for your attention. Any questions?
All right. Any questions, everyone?
I really love your slides.
Thank you.
Gilberto and Alejandro. Alejandro, really cute slides with the Halloween style. Good. Very good, everyone. So,
There is a song
yes.
there is a song called Give Me the Power.
Yes.
Give Me the Power. I remember.
And I'm thinking of one, but it was from the 90s, and you were probably just getting born. From Britney Spears, one of the first songs from her, Give Me More. No, it's not actually one of the first ones. It came in the 2000 and something, 2004, 5. You were already in this world. Give me more. And all of the song is the contractions you're showing there. If you were ever to listen to hip hop songs or rap songs, it's very hard to understand if you're not a native speaker. And the reason is this sort of things. The reality, the expectations through that type of music, it's all contractions. These singers, they use too much construction on it. There's a lot. So that's what makes it difficult. Plus, they speak very fast, super fast, when they are, especially in rap songs. They speak very, very fast. So if you're not a native speaker and if you're learning English, the recommendation is not to go through that type of music. You need to go to the music that has the words complete. And one of the easiest one to study English is country music. There is very nice and good songs in country music. You may not know that, but if you go and look for country music, you are going to find it. All right. So here's the thing. There were some of the words that were mispronounce, I'm just going to write them all like last time. That was a mistake over there. It was separe instead of separate. Then over here, it was like possessive, closed, used, and of course used. Cigarette, native. No, that was something different. It was really good. Native, used. Oh, sofa. This was a surprise. B. And keys. All right, so why am I writing those words here? That's a collection, and it's very short, actually. From your presentations right now, it was only about these words that were mispronounced, which is good. We're doing good. I may say that all of your presentations, the 6 presentations that we just witnessed, were very good. Even though some of you were reading, just reading, I could notice that you were just reading, but the reading was fluent, which is very, 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 very good. So my congratulations to all of you. I just have to emphasize the words that you mispronounced because we already studied this. When we were studying the phonemes, the way to pronounce them, and we did a very big homework about this. And you seem to have forgotten about this. So I need to emphasize it. So it is separate, that's for Maria. She mentioned separe. I know that it was because you were nervous and because you didn't write it down. Separate. It's about separating. And then a few of you mentioned this example, a cap off. And so it's a cap, not a coop. Okay, it's not cooping or coping with something. It's a cap. A cap. A cap of coffee, a cap of something else. It is possessive. There's people that tends to mention possessive. I heard that way. And you need to remember the phonemes and how to pronounce them and practice them beforehand. Is possessive. Closed, not closed. Closed. Use for present and for past is not used. Used. It's like a T at the end. Used. Used. Then it's not cigarette, it's cigarette. A cigarette. Native, not native. Native. Remember again the phonemes. How do you pronounce the A over there? Native. It's not sofa, it's sofa. When we were practicing the stress of the words, you also did a homework about the stress of the words, the stress of the syllables, and this is one of those examples. Short words, they always stress at the first syllable. Sofa. B. This was Gilberto's. And it's a surprise because he said buy, like to buy something instead of saying be. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. That's the verb to be. So you just need to remember that one. Be. And then truth is not truth. It's truth. The truth. Truth. And the keys. Keys, not case. Keys. because the other one sounds like a case, like the cell phone case, what covers the cell phone. So it's not the same as keys. Keys is, it represents two different words in Spanish. Keys is clave, which is the way that Gilberto was using it. And it also represents llaves, the actual keys to open a door. Keys. All right. Other than that, you did really super, super good. I just want to mention to Maria, she did a very good reading, almost perfect reading. It was very fast, and you cannot notice that she was reading other than if you take a look at her eyes, you know that her eyes were moving in a way that she was reading. But you did very, very good, Maria. Another one that, Carmen, you're usually very fluent, but today I noticed that you were nervous. I don't know why, but you were very nervous, Carmen. And I'm surprised in your examples, Carmen, that your example said, I want a cup of coffee. I know that you like coffee, but at this time of the day, I was like, doesn't she ask for breakfast? When we were in a classroom, you were always like, I want to eat something. I want to go to the cafeteria. I want to eat. So
I know.
it surprised me, Carmen, that you were not hungry today.
I am.
That doesn't have anything to do with your presentation. I wasn't expecting that example. I was expecting something like, I want to eat. Just to let you know. Gavi, I mentioned this one. I loved that example at the end, that the alphabet has 26 letters, but there is 44 sounds. And you guys, everyone needs to remember, we watched this on when we had the class of the phonemes. We know that there are different sounds. Alejandro and Gilberto, very nice slides. You put some effort on the slides, on how you decorate your presentation. Really good, especially because it's Halloween tomorrow. Connie, very good. It was also very fluent, very, very fluent. The only thing with Connie was that she was looking to the side. So I don't know, probably
Sorry,
your
I
phone was in front of
reading.
you and something different at the other side. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't see.
Okay. So you kept the phone on one side and then you had another screen or something on the side, probably, maybe. You were like this.
I was watching the slides on the laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's the only advice, like for you, is like, if you're gonna read from some other place, try to go back once in a while, because that is like to try to capture the eyes of the other people, what we call by looking through the eyes, or make eye connection with the other people. Is like, I know it's hard and it's difficult when you are in front of a computer or a phone, but just like try to do that. Like if you're reading like what I'm doing right now, like separate, cap, possessive, you see that I'm reading, and then I have to go back and take a look at you through the webcam, and so that you can see me talking to you to the front. It's hard. It's actually hard. You have to learn a lot about this, but eventually we learn how to do it, how to talk to you to just through the webcam. Yes. So very nice, very good. Let me tell you about what else we're gonna be doing, because that is the surprise. We were about to just present today, and yeah, we're done. It's fine. But I just need to let you know that there is nine videos that I received. So I'm going to include them in this video, and I'm going to upload it this afternoon because it's going to take like 3-4 hours to upload through the web. Once it's there, you're going to have just one simple task for the whole week. You have to watch the video of this class, which is going to include Diana's, Juan Pedro, Jadnael, Ramon, Benjamin, Ana's, Valeria, Agustin, and Fernanda. And you're going to give feedback for them. The same way that as I give. Pay attention. If there is a new word, like when who was that? When Carmen was presenting, she mentioned, oh, they already presented these ones, but I have a different one, kinda. Okay, something like that. It's going to be a forum. So you're going to discuss what they said. It's going to be a little discussion. You need to give feedback to the other videos. For them, they have to give more because they weren't present here. So like, for example, Gilberto, you may mention something about to Hadnael or to Ramon, you choose, okay? But I want you to say something to their videos also, because they fulfill the homework, they send the videos, and but we didn't see their presentation. So I want you to see them. Understood?
Good. Yes.
There shouldn't be any problem with understanding this. Okay. I'm really glad to see you. And as always, I'm not disappointed. You are very good students. Very good, very good. Super nice, good presentations. The PowerPoint slides were used very good for all of you. For the 6 people that we saw the slides, the space, on how you use the space and colors and the balance of all of the information that you put there, it was very good, very well used. Congratulations to everyone. It was really good.
Thank you.
Good morning. I am Diana and I am going to talk about English expectations. When you start to learn English and deal with a native speaker, everything can be very confusing since usually the way in which he will pronounce the words will not have much resemblance to the way they are written. Words are very often contracted or interconnected to make expression easier and more natural. There are quite a number of ways this manifests itself. Here are some examples. In a phrase like bad dog, in which a word ends with the same consonant with which the next begins, the d is not pronounced about but. On the contrary, it is normal to pronounce sometimes as well bad dog. When you speak in English, if two words do not have exactly the same consonant at the end and at the beginning as in the previous case, but they have another that sounds similar, this is also applicable. For example, the first two words of "What does that cost?" are pronounced as "what does." What that is the "t" is removed from "what", and the "d" from "does" remains. Different pronunciations. Some native speakers also pronounce the "t" in the middle of words as "d". For example, they say "little" instead of "little", and "metal" instead of "metal". It can be difficult to understand native speakers. We may have to listen very carefully at first, but with time and a lot of practice it will be easier. Speed of spoken English. Another thing you should keep in mind is that native English speakers speak fast. As many times native speakers do not pronounce words clearly. Decide walking instead of walking. What hit instead of what did you eat? Gimme instead of hit me. Jargon. When native English speakers speak to each other informally, they use slang. For example, they say yeah instead of yes. If they say something is cool or awesome, it means they like it. To speak English like a native, you must learn these slang words. But don't use too much jargon, its meaning sounds very rude. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I will tell you about conversation expectation, contraction in English. What is a contraction? A contraction is a word or phrase that has been shortened by removing one or more letters. English contractions are used in informal language, oral, written, and writing, for example, in the verb to be, the verb to have, to do, modulus with words. Is the most common is in the verb to be. I am, I'm, she is, she's, we are, we're. And in the verb to do not, don't, does not, doesn't, did not, didn't. Mm, Vowels and consonants. Due to the history of the English language, there is no ordinarily accent-to-accent relationship between letters and sounds. Now, the consonants are B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, B, W, X, Y, and Z. The vowel is A, E, I, O, U. Mm, The letter E is often used as a consonant but is sometimes used as a vowel. For example, in the word for yellow is a consonant, but in the word happy is a vowel. Voiceless consonants. The letter T, voiceless, match, matched, ask, asked. And the letter S, trait, traits, desk, and desks. Homophone words. Homophone words are those that have the same sound but have different meanings. For example, peace, pies, see, sia, my, me, so, beer, beard, where, for, or, socks, socks, shot, shot. Pronunciation of the letter P. In principle, it is not one of the most complex letters. It is almost always pronounced as a normal P, but you do have to pay attention to the P form. For example, the letter P is pen, pencil, people, perfect. The F is the phone, photo, photograph.
Hi, I am Ramon Hill, and I come to present the topic conversation expectation. As learning of the English language, we can know the words and their pronunciation, but when we speak with native speakers of the language, we can see that the pronunciation might be different from what we have learned. You have to practice your English conversation to gain fluency, confidence, and experience. And this can only be achieved by using the words and grammar rules that you have learned. It's an indispensable step in the learning process. Informal contraction. In English, it's very common to shorten words using contraction that reflect the way in which speak could work on omit letters. Going to, gonna. Want to, wanna. Should have, shoulda. Don't know, do know. The contraction in the list above are used when speaking, but are typically not acceptable in writing. The verb to be also has contraction with which we are already familiar. I am, your, his, she's, its, were, their. Do not confuse your with your. You are with your. They sound the same, but one is the second person plus the verb to be, and the other is the second person possessive pronoun. Example, where is the box? They are the school. Where is change words? The U sound is pronounced exactly like a W, that is you. They are changed to they, the form T, changed to a sound similar to D. What are you going to do? This phrase, although very simple and common, as two informal contraction. What are you and going to? So the question can be said, what you gonna do? Whatcha is changed to what are you, and gonna is changed to going to. Thank you. Goodbye.
Conversation expectation. Teacher Dinora Molly Melendez. Student Juan Pedro Peralta Navarro. Problem. We note that starting a conversation with someone or join a group conversation, especially in your second language, can be scary. You may be wondering, what do I see, or what if I see the wrong thing? Fear, restlessness. The fear of talking to a stranger actually comes from the fear of appearing weird or ridiculous. Start a conversation. Step 1. Be friendly. Have a good time and be friendly. Step 2. Take the pressure. Step 3. Remember, the world does not revolve around you. Step 4. Be honest. Don't make something a yes because you memorize up. Step 5. Avoid closed loop question. Avoid question with an answer yes or no. Schools tend to teach formal English. When you read a book, you will usually see the correct grammar. But in really life English speaker, don't speak formally. Contraction. Native English speakers are often lazy when speaking. They prefer to use a single word instead of two speed of spoken English. Another thing to keep in mind is that native English speakers speak fast. Thanks for your
Hello, this is my presentation. I'm Hamad Banda. This topic is a conversation expectation. And now, this topic is like the informal construction used by native English speakers. Let's go. Number one, wacha. This is a contraction that what are you? And after the verb will be but and that will go into gerundios. Examples. Wacha doing, wacha eating now, wacha drinking. Here Isabel defines fair saying what you doing. Number two, ain't. Is a contraction and not or not is not. Example, boys, ain't nobody got time for that. Tears, ain't my shoes. Finding a job I need easy. Here's a cat that says they aren't my shoes, they are mine. Number three, gimme is a contraction give me. Examples, no give me money, just give me a couple of minutes to change. If you can't spare any money, give me a email. Number four, shoulda. This is a contraction should have. Examples, he should have taken an airplane, he should have rested more, they should have helped you with your work. Number five, oughta. This is a contraction out of. Example, alright, everybody oughta here. I want a kid oughta here. Where oughta appear. The number six, the finished presentation. I'm oughta here. Goodbye. Thanks.
The origin of the word gonna is from the US. It's the used since 1960. It's the contraction of the going to the way in FOUE by an infinitive verb used to express a future action. For example, you're gonna get a 100 on the exam. British English is a most likely to the used contraction of the word did you. It's pronounced like who. For example, who guys need any help? The origin of this contraction is Texas, USA because of the country accent. For example, who was is the whole him. In British English, in the single spelling of the way bed you is spoken, the letter T plus the word you makes the sound shoe. For example, Betchu did. The contraction of the words coming on is the most likely use the American English. They use it the like of time and fluency. For example, combining is the cold outside.
Hi, good morning. Today I will be talking a little bit about some contractions. The American all the time use contraction. This makes them feel and hear more relaxed and makes a conversation more fluid. On this occasion, baby Stoney's grandmother in the video mentions you're going to get a. And going to with the contraction is gonna, and its pronunciation is gonna. For example, are you gonna smile? These are a little more popular. They are and their contraction is their, usually reduced there. For example, there, two different words, but they sound the same. The phrases used there here is so did you guys? And then your contraction is you. And even more reduced is j. For example, we say instead of did you see that, that we say you see that, you know that. Now, holy him is a contraction will be whole him. Your phrases will be how his, it, whole him. These types of words are used very often in every conversation. Him, her, his, have, has, and had. Finally, the sentence I beat you did. Here we focus in beat you. T plus you pronounced shoe or shoe. This is reduced to chu or betcha. Thanks for your attention.
Hi everyone. I am gonna explain about English conversation expectations. In my opinion, when we find ourselves studying the language at the school, it is spoken to us in a very formal way and with many grammatical rules, but in reality, it is that already in a real life. It is most fluid and relaxed way of native speakers. The language exists for communication. Going to. For example, going to, gonna. Some other contractions are when, want to, gonna. Should have, shoulda. Will have, woulda. Could have, woulda. Don't know, do know. And don't forget that contractions are typically not acceptable in reading. They are used more in conversations. Did you, when the did you is used, the did can be contracted to the last D, and when it is in the combination of you or your, the D is changed to G. For example, did you see that? You see that? Did you do the homework? Do you do the homework? You do the homework. There are. When contracting they are, Americans will normally reduce it to there. Note, these sound like two other words, there and there. Usually reduced there, they are there. This is very conventional pronunciation, done on words that start with H. In this, the H is removed and the two words are joined without space. How is it to hold him? Hold him. Take the pressure off. You have to lose the mindset that what you think, and especially what you have to say. You must think how to make yourself understand without repressing yourself too much in the same way. You should not put too much pressure on the other individual on a single issue.
Correct. It is a short term of have to. For example, I have got to go. Using a short term reduces I gotta go. One. It it is a short term of wants to. For example, I want to go. Using a short term reduces I wanna go. Might. It is a short term of might have. For example, I might have won. Using a short term traduction, I might won. Kinda. It, it is a short term of kind of. For example, I kind of understand. Using a short term traduction to I can't understand. Lot. It a short term of lot of. For example, I have lot of money. Using a short term traduction to I we got a lot of money.